Hey, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Don't tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly. They been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. On second down, McNair. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and 2, McNair got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Niners first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. From the gun, Tomlinson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
This one to his tight end out on the right side. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
No gain on the play. It's now third down and long.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Tomlinson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Come pop it for me, cause I'm a little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Now 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
It's a gain of
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run here with Bo. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson, trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Lawrence Taylor.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a 1st with 3rd down looming. coaches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
The 22-yard line.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
They run on first down with Jackson, and they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Here's Jacobs. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run for it with Bo. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's the fullback taking it in as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, 49ers nothing.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. McNair to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
A gain of 10 brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw on 2nd down, Steve McNair. And the Raiders have got him. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Quarterback sack. A loss of 5. It's 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
49ers nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. On second down now, it's Jackson, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Jacobs with a carry on first down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, it's Jackson, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
The ball carrier.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
And this is third down.
Now a carry for Jacobs, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to loft one deep left. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On first down, Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
The 9-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
The play leads to second and goal at the 49ers' 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on third and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. McNair. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Jonathan Abram picks it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Head to toe designer. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip. little bit, little bit.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll run on first down. Jackson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. On the ground, this is Jackson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Tomlinson, incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a 1st down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Kill, turn up. 51's Mike. Mike 15, find in. Screen.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now the first carry for Bush. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Jackson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The drive starts with Reggie Bush. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 29, Allen, he'll let it go deep for Beckham, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Odell Beckham, 71 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. McNair stepping up. He's going to keep it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Seven, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. McNair. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, here's McNair into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rod Woodson with a pick. The 20, 10. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Niners 14. 49ers 7.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Now Jackson, and this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the run, this is Jackson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On third down, here's Bo. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. McNair off the play fake. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
To throw, McNair. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Play action. It's McNair. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, my goodness. I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. In his own end zone, it's Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Allen. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A final shot before break. Allen, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Allen. He's going to look deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 75 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now McNair looking for a first down throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
6-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Jackson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. McNair over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
happened? Damn.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. They mama proud, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, 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 I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they were stopped on fourth down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on fourth down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on fourth versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a fourth down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a fourth down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Gannon going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Now a man who had some big runs against these Seahawks, it's Bo Jackson, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Defensively, the tackle by Cam Chancellor.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Bo Jackson.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Tomlinson, just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth. From the gun, Tomlinson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
On down.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He lets it fly, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Gannon. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. It's first and 10 from the 12. On the ground, it's James. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Looking to throw. Gannon. That'll be caught by Hester. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. To throw on 3rd down. Gannon sliding out of the pocket. That's complete right around the 8. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. We're scoreless after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. And that'll set them back 5.
Morton Anderson on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
The career leader in field goals made knocks that one through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
An automatic Morton Anderson does it again. Knocks another one through the post. I have to be careful because it's almost boring. You know, just how accurate he is. So he knocks another one through.
All-time NFL leading scorer. He's known as the Great Dane because he's from Copenhagen. I think, Charles, he actually leads 2 different franchises in scoring, does he not?
Well, one time he did. New Orleans Saints, 13 seasons there, still the all-time leading scorer with them. And the Atlanta Falcons, he held that record, but Matt Bryant has since passed him.
Terrific running there to start the drive, as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. So that'll back him up 5. To throw on 2nd down. McNair over the middle. It's complete.
McNair's
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now McNair. That's caught by Jackson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
To Bo Jackson.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
49er first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Here's McNair. Right side caught by Jackson. The dump-off gets them 9, so now they're in much better shape for 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
San Francisco.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Bo. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Now McNair. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
49ers.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
San Francisco.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Niners 7, Seahawks 3.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And it drops down incomplete.
It's now second.
Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. To throw again. Gannon. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Gannon. He's got Lockett. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
For a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The final shot before break. Gannon. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, he sheds himself free. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's McNair. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Another nice job there defensively. They've had it bottled up throughout this game. They used their scouting really well, but they've executed even better throughout this game. Their job now, don't relax, and all of a sudden, give them a chance to break off a big one.
2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Gannon. This one taken in by Hester. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Hester.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
I don't know how memorable that play will be as this game rolls along, but it's almost like what my coach used to call setting the pads play. Everybody just kind of getting readjusted to playing after the halftime break.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gannon, no, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Anderson's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? Oh, he tried to pitch it and the ball's loose. And fortunately, the offense will cover this one up back at the 5-yard line. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Big gain on the play, but it's 3rd down.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st down, San Francisco.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. McNair to throw. Jackson's got it over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down now, it's Jackson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it's third down.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get...
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. I think probably just trying to draw them off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. And, boy, again, they won't get this off in time. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. From the gun, McNair. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
On first down, it's James. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. James. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll run on first down. It's James, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie up to make the tackle.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
On second down, it's James. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So everything rests on the left foot of the great Morton Anderson. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick here is good. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right? Where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they pick.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run. This is Kamara. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Herbert now. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
48-yard.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now this throw caught left side. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. They snap it to Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Niners' 13-yard line.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 10 yards out, and the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
Lining up for the point after.
Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
A first carry for the legend. It's Bo Jackson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Cowboys 6, 49ers nothing.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run now with Bo Jackson, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run on first down with Jackson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Ball carrier
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the carry, it's Jackson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The script so far, run, 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 run. 5 plays in, they've stayed on the ground.
And 9 at the 48-yard line.
On 2nd down, McNair. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this is caught by Jackson. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That third down conversion good for 23.
First down, San Francisco.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The veteran Andre Johnson the target on that one. And now it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Throwing again on second and 10. McNair. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Throwing on third and long. McNair. His throw caught right around the 6. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. A final shot before break. McNair, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Cliff Harris, the 6-time Pro Bowler. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come up. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.